Good afternoon, and welcome to the latest episode of Through the Pages. I appreciate you taking the time to check out these videos, and subscribing if you've done that, liking if you've done that. I've got another gut health book for you today. I'm not going to get super long-winded about it because I don't have a lot to say about it, especially nothing that's different than gut health books that I've done in the past. So, this is The Probiotic Cure by Martie Whittekin. That's Martie there. So, I guess I'll just say what makes this book different than other gut health books I've read. This book is very kind of like bullet pointy. If you could see, like, there's a lot of breaks and segments and stuff. It's not like a linear kind of narrative. And obviously, nonfiction's not going to be like such a story told, but some people have done a lot better jobs of it than others. And obviously she wasn't trying to do that, but still it's just not a book I really enjoyed reading, honestly. So it's not a gut health book I would recommend a lot. There was some unique information in it, and the flip side of that bullet pointy style is that it's very easy to navigate. So I think I'm glad to have it here as a reference. You know, there were certain things like on the appendix or on like being able to dissolve oxalates for kidney stones where you can kind of look at like subjects and start to find things a little bit, and it's not like you would have to read a ton to get it. Like if someone's asking something about probiotics and pertaining to something else, you could say and kind of get to stuff a little bit more. So like there's a review on the back or somewhere, I think inside the book I saw like a couple like blurbs about it, and one was that it's so well organized. It's like, is that like a plus for a book? So I don't know. It's a lot of information. The downside of this book is that there were parts of it that reminded me of, like, you know, an outgoing message for a voicemail where it'll say like, you have reached the number of Joe Zich, and he is not here right now. You know, like things like that. There was that with product placement. And so there would be times where she would start talking about something and then boom, like all caps, this product and stuff. And it was just like really weird. So I feel like there were several instances where she got financing from these companies to add it. And it just feels like, all right, what's the cost of publishing a book? I need to get that much in ads essentially placed in here. And because the book is not so up to date, I don't know what year this was produced in. I want to say 2016, but yeah, 2016. It just I think I don't feel like she was at the forefront of it at that time, so it was already it just feels very dated. It's such a fast moving science that you can get kind of, you know, probiotics 101 just about anywhere. There was some unique stuff in this, but I don't see a situation where I would ever recommend this book. So if you're interested in a gut health book, you're like, Joe, I haven't seen all your other videos. This is the first gut health book you've ever mentioned to my ears. The Human Superorganism by Rodney Dyert is probably still my #1 overall gut health microbe probiotic book. Fiber Fueled that came out last year was spectacular, and I think if I was utilizing more of the recipes in the back, I would maybe say that book is like the king of it, but it was a little too quick where and maybe it was because of the order I read them in, but I still think of The Human Superorganism as the best gut health book that I've read. So right when I started reading this, I was actually really enjoying it. And then I saw she has another book that's kind of more specific to, I don't see it on here. I thought I'd have a quick reference. Some like real kind of specific disease in relation to probiotics and something. And I was like, kind of a deep dive. I'd go for that. And by the end, I was just like, I just don't like her writing style or like the moves she did, like the choice she made with this book. And so probably won't be exploring that. If by any luck, if anyone is watching this, has read that book and this one and can kind of tell me how they stack up, boy, that would be helpful. But I'm not probably going to take the time to find out on my own. So one of my kind of shorter reviews, I got 4 to knock out, and this is probably the one I'm least excited about reviewing, but I had to get it done. So Appreciate you tuning in. The next gut health book I read to scratch that itch is going to be a good one. Like I'm kind of getting not bottom of the barrel, but where I'm seeing things that I haven't read before, and it's like I could, but like it's got to have some hook that I haven't had before, you know. So kind of covered the basics very thoroughly from a lot of different sources. Every gut health book is going to kind of start with the basics. I need that expansion. So like 10% human, or like the mind-gut connection. So it'll probably Emmer and Mayer's next book, the gut-immune connection, will probably be my next gut health book. I think that's coming out this summer, but if it's too long, I'll read another one in between, because you know me. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you check out these other videos. There are books I liked more than this one.